Hello, right now, you're watching a drawing that I did. It's from a while ago. It doesn't really have a name or a meaning or anything. I just was like listening to some music and I wanted to draw something inspired by the song that I like. And I mean, it started off as an inspiration sort of thing and then it kind of ended up being whatever. But I like it. Yeah, you can see my sketches, like prep sketches from my sketchbook. I definitely was having a lot of trouble with the pose, and I wanted it to be different. Like I didn't want it to be the way that it ended up now, but I couldn't. I couldn't get the pose right, and I couldn't get the perspective right. That's the only thing I struggle with, like putting the human body in perspective in a way that makes sense. Like I don't understand how everyone can do that. Like. You know how like a lot of people ask a lot of questions to artists? That's one of the questions I never see people ask, and I'm just like, how is everybody else good at this? And I can't do it. And I mean, like, yeah, if you're just drawing like girls on a piece of paper with some flowers around them, then yeah, you don't really need that. But if you're like drawing comics, you need to know how to draw people in perspective and like make them match the perspective of the place that they're in, and that's totally a thing I'm so bad at. Like I have no idea how to even practice it without just like, doing it and getting it super wrong. But I don't know how to like improve it. It's weird. But yeah, so I was kind of like doing, like I was trying to get people into environments. Like I don't want to say I'm really good at environments because that's not exactly true, but I'm pretty like. I'm at my standard for like doing environments, and I'm definitely at my standard for doing people. But when I have to make people like interact with their environment or like be in the place and have like lighting and like be to scale and like like look like they're actually sitting on something, that's when things get weird. Like anytime I have to make someone look like they're sitting down on something, it actually just kind of looks like they're like floating on the thing. It's like the strangest issue to have. But yeah, I think a lot of that comes from me like not like making finished pieces a lot. Like I do draw a lot but like it's more like doing poses and sketches and like practicing things in isolation. Like maybe I can like practice lighting or whatever, but I never practiced lighting with the background and the character in a crazy pose and like all of those things at the same time. And the only way to do that is to make more pieces. And so yeah, I'm gonna try really hard to like make more finished pieces of art instead of just sketching all the time. But yeah, so this was kind of an attempt at that. I have a love-hate relationship with this piece because like on the surface I like it, right? But every time I look at it for more than like 15 seconds, I'm like, wow, this is horrible. But like for those 15 seconds when I'm looking at it, I'm like, this isn't that bad. You're being too hard on yourself. But I don't know why. Like the background gave me trouble, but not because of the drawing. It's more because of the coloring. I mean, the coloring gave me trouble in general. Like I don't know. I struggled a lot with it. And I also was using pink ink. I was using pink ink and a dip pen, and this was kind of like my first time really using a dip pen, and I kind of screwed up a little bit, but it was okay. And also I used pink ink for the trees, but I used watercolor for everything else, and my color palette was weird, and I don't think that's the thing, like I don't think it's bad, I just don't think it's good. And that's how I feel about like the whole piece. And another thing that was really stupid of me that I didn't think about, I guess, I don't know, was that I didn't use a ruler for the straight edges or whatever. And I remember rationalizing this when I was like doing the piece, and I kind of like it when pieces have like that, I don't know what you would call it. It's not rustic, that's not what I'm trying to say, but like that like loose, like not perfect sort of look. Even though I do like the perfect look too, that's like a huge problem with me where I like 18 different styles and I have to like try to consolidate them into one piece. but I was kind of trying to go for this like loose, watercolory, like not perfect, not super crisp, clean look. And so I didn't use a ruler, and my lines were horrible. And like you can't really see it that much. Like I didn't even notice it until I like scanned it. And once I scanned it, I was like, oh, this is bad. Like this is a super crooked line in the middle of the paper. Yeah, I totally should have used the ruler, at least for like sketching it. And then when I inked it, I could have not used the ruler, so at least it would have been straight. And then it, like when I inked it, it could have had that like loose, cute feeling or whatever. Yeah. But yeah, this isn't like a character of mine or anything. It's just a random girl that I made up. Yeah. I mean, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I like it. Like every time I look at it, I'm like, and like every time I look at the background, I'm like, But I don't know. I don't think it's bad. Like it's so confusing. But anyway, you know, like and comment and tell me what you think. Yeah. Okay. Bye.